love travel, but have you ever considered your next trip could be your last? From cities controlled by gangs, to brutal war zones, to deadly extreme environments, here are the top 10 most dangerous destinations on Earth. These are places where you could be caught in violence, kidnapped, fall victim to epidemics, or disappear without a trace. And the number one spot? That's somewhere no tourist or journalist ever returns from. Top 10. Caracas, Venezuela, the capital of crime. Caracas, Venezuela's capital, ranks among the world's highest homicide rates. In 2023, the Observatorio Venezolano de Violencia reported a murder rate of 50 per 100,000 residents, nearly 20 times the global average. Chronic inflation, poverty, healthcare shortages, and weak governance have made the city a haven for gangs and street crime. Daytime robberies, kidnappings, and murders are alarmingly common. Visitors are strongly advised not to use their phones in public and to avoid travel at night, even by taxi. Major international travel agencies recommend avoiding Caracas unless absolutely necessary. When a capital becomes an underground battlefield, danger lurks not just in war zones, but also in places once considered tourist paradises. Next, a beautiful coastline, littered with landmines. Top 9. San Pedro Sula, Honduras, the city of guns and blood. Once dubbed the murder capital of the world, San Pedro Sula has seen crime decline from a peak of 187 homicides per 100,000 in 2013 to around 58 per 100,000 in 2023, still 15 times the global average. Organized crime, drug trafficking, gangs, and corruption have turned the city red with danger. Tourists are easy prey for armed robbery, kidnappings for ransom, and violent interrogations aimed at extracting bank details. Some streets are unpoliced and run by Mara Salvatrucha, MS-13, one of Central America's deadliest gangs. Many tour operators refuse to operate here, and humanitarian workers must travel under armed escort. When a beautiful city turns into a hellscape, sometimes it's Mother Nature, not humanity, that kills you next. In South Asia's mountains lies a place that literally takes your breath away. Top 8. Kashmir, India, the blockaded paradise. Once hailed as a heaven on earth, Kashmir is now one of the world's most dangerous armed conflict zones, disputed by India, Pakistan, and local insurgents. Since revoking autonomy in 2019, the region has seen military clashes, bombings, and civilian kidnappings. According to the UN, over 10,000 people have died in the Kashmir conflict between 1990 and 2023. Phone and internet blackouts are frequent, the military controls most towns, and tourist travel is highly restricted. Some thrill-seekers still venture there to capture dramatic photos, risking their lives in the process. When paradise is trapped in a minefield, you know beauty can be a deadly trap. Now let's move to Africa, land of guns, diamonds, and darkness. Top 7. Democratic Republic of the Congo. Mineral mines and hidden graves. The DRC holds some of the world's richest mineral reserves, yet remains a land of perpetual conflict. Nearly 5 million people have died in armed clashes since the late 1990s, many unreported. Tourists can easily get caught in local disputes, face kidnapping, or be suspected as spies. Rebel factions control much of the east, especially North Kivu, where in the first half of 2021, over 250 violent attacks were recorded. Many international groups have withdrawn due to safety concerns. Traveling independently in the DRC is almost impossible to ensure. The death toll risk is too high. When human life becomes a bargaining chip in arms trades, you'll wish for the icy cold. Cold can kill too if you reach the next place. Top 6. Oymyakon, Russia. Cold enough to kill. Welcome to Oymyakon, the coldest inhabited place on Earth. In 1924, temperatures dropped to 71.2 degrees C, and winter averages hover around 50 degrees C. There's no central heating. Blood can freeze within minutes if skin is exposed too long. The village has reported dozens of deaths from cold shock, frostbite, and weather-related vehicle accidents. Though there are highly specialized survival tours, authorities strongly discourage visiting in winter unless you're extremely well-trained and equipped. When cold can kill you in your sleep, it's time to head back to the heat, to a place not frozen by brawn, but by molten rock. Top 5. Montserrat, Caribbean, lava-swallowed capital. In 1995, Soufriere Hills volcano on Montserrat erupted after 400 years of dormancy, burying the capital, Plymouth, under lava. Nearly 2/3 of the population evacuated, and the southern region remains a no-go exclusion zone. The island still endures frequent tremors and toxic gas emissions. Between 1995 and 2023, at least 23 major eruptions were recorded. Tourists are limited to the re-established northern areas, yet thrill-seekers still sneak into the forbidden south to explore ruined buildings and hot remains, risking reactivation at any moment. Ruins hotter than fire. Now, head east to a land where you might die not from earth or sky, but from people who've lost control. Top 4. Syria, travel-turned battlefield. Home to some of the Middle East's most ancient cities, Syria has been reduced to rubble by over a decade of civil war. Since 2011, more than 500,000 people have died and millions have been displaced. Though the government claims some areas are stabilized and reopened since 2021, most Western embassies still warn against travel. Arbitrary arrests, indefinite detention, and airstrikes persist. Numerous foreign journalists have gone missing permanently after entering Syria without permission. A heartbreaking beauty turned red with blood and flame. Next, step into a place with no law at all, where guns are the law. Top 3. Somalia, survival of the fiercest. Somalia has lacked a stable central government for over 30 years. Terrorist groups like Al-Shabaab control huge territories, and suicide bombings are frequent in Mogadishu. According to the Global Peace Index 2023, Somalia ranks 163 out of 163, last in global safety. The UNWTO hasn't recorded any official tourism data because no one visits. Piracy, kidnappings, political assassinations, and terrorism make it one of the world's most dangerous lands. When an entire country is off limits, imagine a place where you can't even be sure of your own identity. Top 2. North Korea, the country of absolute control. In North Korea, you cannot move freely, cannot take photos, cannot speak freely. You're not even allowed to look at things the regime deems off-limits. Tourists can only enter via rigidly controlled tours with 2 minders assigned to each visitor. Any inappropriate act can lead to indefinite imprisonment, like the American student Otto Warmbier, sentenced to 15 years for stealing a propaganda poster and later dying after his return in 2017. North Korea reportedly detains foreign nationals for political leverage. Filming, bringing unsanctioned books, or any unscripted speech can land you in big trouble. It's like living in a theater and you're always on stage, under the regime's gaze. But our number 1 place doesn't appear on maps. It's where you step in and never walk out. Top 1. Bermuda Triangle, the ocean's vanishing zone. The Bermuda Triangle, located between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, has seen over 50 ships and 20 aircraft disappear over the past century, leaving no trace behind. Though theories range from magnetic anomalies to methane gas bursts or pilot error, no official explanation stands. In 1945, 5 U.S. Navy bombers vanished without a trace, and so did their rescue plane. By 2024, roughly 1,000 people are believed lost to this region, turning it into the ocean's darkest legend. Thousands of vessels still pass through annually, but insurers classify it as high-risk territory. Some thrill-seekers venture there just to experience the loss of signal. So elusive, so ominous, that maps won't even mark it. And once you go in, you might never come back. You've just uncovered the dark side of travel, places where beauty is a mask and danger lurks behind every postcard-perfect view. These aren't just destinations. They're warnings carved into the earth, places that test the line between curiosity and recklessness. So, which one haunted you the most? Would you ever dare to visit them? Or is just watching enough to make your heart race? Let us know in the comments below. We read every single one. And if you're the kind of explorer who craves the forbidden, the forgotten, and the fearsome corners of the world, then don't just watch. Like this video, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because what you've seen today is only the beginning. In our next episode, we're going beyond the map, to places so terrifying they've been erased from history itself. See you on the dark side.